He's got the chance, he knocked them in. And there's the old, I call them his Strictly shoes. Have you still got your Strictly come down shoes?
I've got them both. I've got my Latin shoes and my ballroom shoes, yeah. Not that they've ever been used since.
I want to see this shot again, the one on the blue, because he was stretching over the reds, and it's so much side on this here when he delivered the cue. I mean, watch the action he gets on this.
Also, Dan, tell me one other player that would have played that in the game. I don't think there's one. Sean Murphy may have attempted it with being hampered as well. If he wasn't hampered, lots of players would have played it. But being hampered and trying that, very unlucky not to get on the red.
Well, he does love to entertain people. I mean, I go back to I think it was the 2011 World Championship where he almost won that. He lost to John Higgins in the end, and there's one big turning point where he took over 2 minutes as to whether to take a blue on, and he did and stuck the blue, and it really won the World Championship for John Higgins that year. But he potted balls that year that I've never seen anything like in my life. Just consistently throughout that whole World Championship. He still does it, but as I say, he's developed a good tactical game, and if he gets that side of it correct, he's going to take some beating.
Well, his tactics this evening have been out of the top drawer, haven't they? He's not left a sniff at a pot for Liang Wenbo. I mean, there's been nothing at all.
Just trumped it.
See her way back up the table, so just decided to send the red up, leave the white here, which you're a bit reluctant to do because it makes the frame a little bit awkward. Judd's trying to see if he could take that red and get the game back to normal, but a bit risky because he could send the red into the green or brown.
And Judd complained to balk now, whereas Liang couldn't because he couldn't cover it with the green ball. Just half an inch shorter pace. This is an amazing sequence of play as far as Judd's concerned. Just hasn't left him a ball. And he's won the safety battle there. The cue ball's not found the top cushion.
Judd's safety's been so good, he's going to have to miss an easy one to let Liang in, you'd feel. He's not missing much
one
this evening, that's for sure. 95% pot success rate. And you don't often see the no percent there, but he hasn't had a shot to go at.
Five.
A little bit of noise at the back of the arena.
Six. Ten.
With both pink and black in play, this
11.
is an excellent chance for a sizable break again in this third frame. Could it be another frame without Liang having a shot?
Just come up a little bit short with this one. Bit of a stretch, but yeah. No problem.
17.
Just a little bit straight. Just screw back on and off the cushion, leave the cue ball in between the pink and the red, and then have the red into the middle. And we'll run round two cushions and into them, whatever you want to do. Obviously one pot's in the right-hand corner. Otherwise you wouldn't have played it like that.
24. Yeah.
This is good stuff, isn't it?
He's gone up to 96% pot success rate. I think before play started today, Judd and Neil Robertson were joint favourites at 4-1. And that's proving the case here in the way Judd's playing. A wee bit close to that red. He didn't get the cannon on the red as he intended.
32.
He wanted to hit it on the right side as we look at it. He might just be okay. He was just a fraction out there. Wow.
33.
Any more pace, that would have come back out of the pocket. Have a look at this. Any harder, that wouldn't have dropped.
$38. $39.
When this blue disappears, it'll be 247 points without reply. And there's a lot more to come.
44.
He's gone too far this time. He's going to have to cannon the reds straighter. He could have just rolled this red in and been nicely on the black. Pretty fluent stuff. Second frame, the balls went very awkward. It lasted just over 29 minutes. He's just worried about the cannon on the reds as to where he'll finish. He couldn't have finished
45.
better than that.
I mean, it's a good shot, but you'd have to question whether he played it exactly like that. Let's have a little look at. Yeah, he couldn't have thought it was going to finish exactly like that after two half-ball kisses, but it's absolutely perfect. So I've got a feeling it's going to be 3 frames without reply in a few moments' time.
All the spots are covered, so Jan Verhaas will have to find the spot directly behind the pink spot and in line with the black spot, but not touching the red. Still as steady as a rock, Jan Verhaas, been one of our top referees for
51.
many, many years now.
52. $57. 58.
Just a few more pots away from securing this frame. Liang just can't, he can't do anything
63.
about this. He'll have been on the practice
64.
table before the match. He'll be looking forward to getting out there, and he hasn't had a chance. Tough game at times.
Just
71.
needs to pot at least another 1 or 2 reds to keep Liang sitting down once more, because obviously Liang would probably like to have a little bit of table time and pot a few balls. But whenever you're playing a match, always try and do that. Try and keep your opponent completely off the table so he's cold. And boy, is he cold at the minute. Not a point on the board. What a good effort this was.
75.
This is key as to whether he could make a century if this works. It hasn't. Played it with his right hand. He's usually pretty good.
75.
No
in the frame.
century break,
Just run.
but that break of 75 means that he's played 3 frames and he's won 3. What a start for the juggernaut. I thought Willie Liang should have come to the table there and potted a few balls.
Couldn't agree with you more. There was 3 reds, 3 blacks there for the taking. Just, you know, make a 50-yard break. You know, start to think you're going to be queuing okay. He doesn't know he's queuing at the minute. His safety's. I mean, okay, he's lost every safety battle with obviously his score being 3-0. That explains everything. But you know, you've got to get a feel of the table.
Yeah, very surprised there. He just conceded because he's had no table time at all, as we said, and he had no hope in the frame. But if you knock a few balls in, it gets yourself ready for the, you know, the 4th frame, the frame before the mid-session interval, which he badly needs.
Yes, it's. I don't think I've ever seen 4 frames played without anybody scoring a point. There's a slight chance of it happening here, but surely
The
he's going
4th
to be
frame.
faced with a pot sometime soon.
Liang Wenbo to
He's not even attempted a pot. He's attempted 1 ball. That was the very first red in the very first frame. Since then, he's not attempted a pot. So Liang Wenbo breaking off in what he hopes will be a winning frame. There's a mid-session interval after this one. You could see him still winning from 3-1, but you couldn't see him winning from 4-0. Massive frame for Liang. Now then, is he thinking of potting this red in the right-hand corner and stunning across for the black? Now, when you haven't had a shot for 3 frames, this is tough. And that's why Dennis and I were suggesting that he should have come to the table the last frame just to pot those 3 reds and 3 colours. So that's his second attempt at a pot and a long way away. And that's why we suggested he should have had a bit of practice.
Yeah, he didn't get into that as he intended. Because if he had a potted it, he'd have been in trouble. This red looks almost straight along the cushion. Dear me. That was a great... He tried to wobble the white in the jaws of the pocket and go out on the black, but to pot that red along the cushion at that pace... You see, if it jaws here, it goes out onto the black.
Black. Judd trump 1.
Bit of an awkward frame now with the 2 reds up the other end of the table. Now another, well, I say another second chance. This is a much easier one.
Well, you have to question why Judd took the red on the middle if this red potted. I thought, okay, it's okay taking the red in the middle if he's only going to leave a long pot, but... Well, there we go, ladies and gents. He's on the scoreboard.
1.
It might only be 1 point though, because he's come up short on the blue, so he'll have to take the yellow.
Yellow.
Quite a stretch to get to that. Well, as we mentioned, it's a big frame for Liang here.
3.
Can he knock a sizable contribution in here?
Four. $11. 12.
He's obviously got a loose red, but he's also got a chance of playing into the pink. And look where he's finished there. He's completely underhit that. Wow.
17.
If anything, you've got to overscrew those just so he takes the white wide. The only thing you couldn't do is finish narrow, and that's exactly what he's done.
Now he needs a good long pot to recover the situation.
$18.
You can pot some balls. This Chinese player, he really is a terrific potter. But yeah, I'm with you. I don't think he should have had this chance. I think Judd, for the first time in the match, took a risk that he didn't have to take. This was the one he tried to roll it in the middle pocket, but I mean, he's tight on the cushion. He can't get on. He was going to have to leave a long blue, and he really left a sitter for Liang.
I really can only presume, Dennis, he didn't even look at the pack and realise it was a red on, because there's just no way he could have played that shot. He's played every other shot tight, absolutely tight safety. He's played all first 3 frames. Hasn't left him a ball. It could be a turning point. Remains to be seen.
I'm
sure he won't make the same mistake again. Still didn't fancy canning into
26.
the pink and reds there. But there's only a couple more reds to play for, and then he's got to get a cannon on that little bunch of 5. So this has got to work out. Got to make sure he doesn't stick in the back of that little group of reds there. He's got plenty of cue power. The key shot coming up for Liang here. He played it well. He didn't hit the red full on, otherwise it would have stuck at the back of the bunch.
As you can see, he's just given up to 1 hour's play, and we're well into the 4th frame. And this has been a very timely break from Liang Wenbo. He's kept himself in the match.
$40. $41.
Looking good now. Just 3 more reds and 3 colours, and he'll get a frame on the board.
48.
Well, Judd opened the door for Liang, and he's walked straight through it. This is a terrific effort from him. And
49.
he'll enjoy the interval now at 4-0. He'd have probably went straight on the practice table. .55 ahead.
56.
Creeping closer to the winning line in this frame.
And 1 more colour.
57.
Blue's almost a certainty, and he'll pass the winning line. Oh, horrible kick. Horrible kick. Not only did it widen the angle, it just took all the pace out of the cue ball. Obviously he wants to make sure he pots this red, because Judd Trump will carry on if he misses
62.
it. So just make sure the red, doesn't matter about whether you get onto a colour or not.
Cue ball, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, as you mentioned, really, it's been just over an hour's play, and one of the frames lasted half an hour, so it's been pretty fluent stuff. But he just spotted something on the cue ball there which was distracting him. So this to make absolutely certain.
Very well done.
63.
That was important. He wants to go back to his dressing room now and be pretty pleased with his contribution in this frame, 63 and counting, having been kept off the table for the best part of 45 minutes.
$70. Thank you. 71.
Very difficult to make a century break, but he'd love to. Doesn't really matter. But the players are aware that for every century, the Bluebell Wood Hospice, the charity that's
73.
chosen by the Snooker Association, will get quite a bit of money. They're already
74.
well over £10,000, and that's all down to the players making centuries and 100 pluses. Nice gesture from the title sponsor.
Could play to move the red, but with him being left-handed, he could play just a drop on it. I think that would have been his better choice if he wants to make a century. Because if you don't get the kiss, you know where. So has he dropped on it? This is very good. This is excellent. Well played. What a shot that is.
77.
He'd probably play up for the blue. It's easier to get to the yellow from that. He's got a slight bit of angle here, so could play
78.
for the black.
Well, a few moments ago, Dennis, you were suggesting it's hard work to make a century, and his position has been absolutely superb. Oh, what a shame. That's another kick. What a shame. No century from Liang. But he'll be absolutely delighted to get a foothold in this match. A break of 78. It comes to an end with him winning that frame, and he now goes into interval trailing by 3 frames to 1.